welcome back to the breakdown. Today I'm going to be going over a $1,500 AMD gaming PC build. This is a great build that's going to be great for quite a long time into the future, I think. It wouldn't surprise me if you easily got 5 years out of this system. You're also going to be able to game at 4K with this system, which is a plus. I wouldn't buy any systems these days that don't have 4K capability because I think very soon a lot more people are going to have 4K monitors. I personally upgraded a few years ago and I haven't looked back since. I love gaming at 4K, and because of that, I wanted a $1,500 system that could do it, so here we are. We've got this build guide. But first, where can you get the parts? Well, you can find them all linked down below on Amazon. And if you do go buy through any of those Amazon links, it does help support our channel and helps keep the lights on. So thank you guys very much in advance for doing that. But let's go ahead and get on in to this build. Starting off, we've got our CPU, an AMD Ryzen 7 2700X 8-core CPU. Yeah, 8 cores, and it's not even too crazy. It's only $319.79 at the time I'm recording this video. Yeah, an 8-core CPU for 320 bucks. Boom, mind blown. This thing is going to be great for gaming. It's also going to be great, say you wanted to live stream at this system, you can do that, no problem whatsoever. This CPU is a powerhouse and it's a great option from AMD. Now with this CPU, I'm just going to use the stock AMD cooler. You're not going to be able to crank too much overclocking out of it, even though some people have tried and been successful at it. I wouldn't recommend doing that. But if you want a CPU cooler, you are going to have some extra money here. But if I added in a good AIO water cooler, it would have bumped us $50 over budget. However, I am going to include one water cooler down below that would work with this system and allow you to overclock it if that is something you want to do. But I'm not including it in this build necessarily. I'm recommending you use the stock AMD cooler if you want to keep things under $1,500. Now, what about our motherboard? Well, we're going with an MSI X470 Gaming Plus motherboard. Yeah, a newer motherboard. This thing's gonna have tons of longevity on it, and most importantly, it has 64 gigabytes of RAM compatibility, and it's got tons of PCI and PCIe slots if you want to upgrade in the future with more graphics cards, Wi-Fi cards, sound cards, a capture card. You could add all of that to this system, no problem, because you've got plenty of slots to do it. You could also throw in some M.2 storage in there. You've got options with this system, and that's what's great about it. It also has a really cool red finish that I personally like, so yeah, I'm a little biased there too. Now, moving on to our RAM, we're going with two 8GB sticks for 16GB of total RAM of G.Skill Ripjaws 5 series RAM. This is going to be great DDR4 3200 MHz RAM. It's just going to be plenty for this system. Now, the reason I'm leaving 2 RAM slots empty is because in the future, if you were to use this as a video editing station or something like that, you're probably going to need to upgrade the RAM to at least 32 gigabytes. That's going to be easy to do. Just buy 2 more 8GB sticks, pop them in your system, and you're good to go. You've upgraded to 32 gigabytes without any issues whatsoever, and it's only cost you the price of, well, 2 8GB sticks of RAM instead of having to replace all of your RAM to upgrade. So awesome stuff there. 16 gigabytes will be plenty for gaming, more than enough for gaming, and even doing some live streaming probably. But if you start getting into intense high quality live streaming or intense high quality video editing, you're going to need more RAM, and it's easy to upgrade with this. So awesome stuff there. This G.Skill RAM is high quality, but I'll probably also link another brand of RAM down below. It'll be DDR4 3200 MHz, exactly like the G.Skill RAM, but RAM prices are so up and down right now. I wanted to give you 2 options, so either one of those down below will work. What about our hard storage though, right? RAM's out of the way, but what are we doing for hard storage? Well, in a $1,500 build these days, you need a SSD in my opinion. They're cheap enough now that you can get one, so we're throwing in a 500 gigabyte Western Digital Blue M.2 SSD. This is going to be your primary SSD for your OS, all of the main programs you use, and any of the common games you play. Let's say you play Fortnite and Grand Theft Auto 5 the most, you're going to be able to put both of those games on your SSD without any problems whatsoever. However, you're probably going to have more games than that. I know I have more games than that I want to keep downloaded, so I went ahead and threw in a 4 terabyte Western Digital Caviar Blue 5200 RPM drive. This is going to be great for deep storage of games. And all it means is they're going to open up a little bit slower, but you won't notice any difference when playing the game itself. So yeah, no worries there. It's just going to open a little slower and you're going to have deep storage for the games you don't play all the time. So This is a perfect combo in my opinion, but if you have any other suggestions for parts you'd like to see in this system, post them down below. This is a community here, guys, and I want to get you guys involved in the conversation, so I'm more than happy to hear what else you guys have to say about this build in the comments. But moving on from here, we're still missing a pretty key component. What kind of graphics card are we throwing in this thing? Well, I'm happy to say that graphics card prices have finally came down enough that you can actually get a really, really good graphics card in a $1,500 build. Specifically, an Nvidia GeForce GTX 1080 8GB graphics card. This is going to be a great GPU for this system and allow us to have plenty of 4K longevity with it. You're also going to be able to do VR with this graphics card and this CPU without any problems. Overall, this GPU is great for any and everything you throw at it when it comes to modern games. Also, this combo, this GPU and our CPU create just a 6% bottleneck, if not less, right? So this is an awesome combo and it's going to be great for gaming, like I said, for years to come. I'm liking to see that. I think we're finally at a point to where PC hardware can last for 5 to 7 years without any problems. Moving on from here though, let's look at our case. For our case, we're going with an NZXT H500 white case. I have personally fallen in love with white PC cases, and this thing is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love it. I love every freaking part of it. And if you don't want to use this case, that's perfectly fine. Any case will do. You can check out my top 5 cases under $50 at the eye right up there. But nevertheless, that's our case. But what about our power supply? Well, as many of you know, I don't like to skimp on power supplies, and this system runs about 350 watts or so. So I'm looking for a 750 watt power supply to get that doubling that we want to see with your power supply. So what am I going with? Well, I'm going with a 750 watt EVGA SuperNOVA G3 80 plus gold certified power supply. It's fully modular, meaning your cable management's going to be absolutely beautiful, and you won't have to worry about it failing anytime soon, because these EVGA power supplies are, in my opinion, some of the best in the industry. They're top notch. I feel like EVGA puts a ton of time into them. So yeah, awesome stuff there. Your power supply is set up. So what does this build come out to? Well, at the time I'm recording this, it comes out to $1,449.03. As I said at the beginning of this thing, you're going to have a little bit of money left if you wanted to add in a water cooler or something like that. The specific water cooler that I would use with this system is actually $100, which would put us $50 over our budget, and instead we're $50 under using the stock AMD cooler. But nevertheless, guys, what did you think about this build? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to check out any and all of the parts I mentioned in this video in the description down below, linked on Amazon. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel. Build guides are back and they're awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this one yet again. I'm Nick. This has been The Breakdown Tech, and I'm out, guys. Peace.